Here's the game. Hello? Capture. I have a game up here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so let me turn this game volume down just a little. Yeah, it's gonna turn it down a little bit because I can't hear myself think. Let's turn that down for all of us. It's a very loud intro. So, hello everyone. Welcome back to another stream. Haven't had my face on the screen for a while. Sorry that I look this way, but I was born like it. Can't do much about it. Going to be doing a blind playthrough of Gabriel Knight, Sins of the Fathers. Now, this is a game that I played and really, well, can't say I really liked it because I wasn't very good at it. But it's a very infamous, or not, maybe not infamous, but very famous point-and-click adventure game from back in the infancy days of point-and-click adventure games that I am so fond of, and I'm really excited to actually get through and play this game. Now, my history with this game is a little mixed, because yes, I knew of this game. I never owned it as a kid. I did try and pirate it when I was like really tiny and didn't know any better, but now I've purchased it. Although I am not playing the purchased version, and I'll explain that. Because I did buy the anniversary edition on Steam, and apparently that edition has some issues around saving. I saw a lot of comments from people saying that, like, I played the game and then I couldn't restore my save. The save was there, but I couldn't use it. And something about the way the Steam cloud works, and I'm like, oh god, if I get into this game and I play it and I can't save it, I will lose my mind. Or if I save it and then come back like days later to continue and I can't restore my save, yes, mind will be lost. So yeah, if you don't know what Gabriel Knight is, basically, Gabriel Knight, as you see his big foreboding face over on the left, he is an author in New Orleans and kind of gets pulled into this world of voodoo magic and murder and conspiracy and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I know a bit of the story, but that's the sort of the bare bones basics of it. So with that being established, let's get the volume back up to a audible level. And we'll click start. Before we actually get started, I will say that I'm not going to be talking over the characters who will be talking, because I don't want anything to get missed. So I'll let the characters speak as they have their dialogue moments, and then I'll chime in. I also don't know if I click play, will I get the intro, or do I have to click intro? I'll just try clicking play and see what happens. Let's get it back up on screen. That volume still might be a little loud. Yeah, there we go. Should be an okay balance between hearing me and hearing the game. Right now it's bouncing at around like -20, which I think is where we want it. -20 dB. Day 1. Nice. Rhymes. Supposed to be voices speaking this. I did select the MT32 version of the game, which MT32, if you're not familiar, Roland MT32 is supposed to be the highest quality audio. Oh, that's the assistant, Grace.
Mm-hmm. I bet. Just a minute. It lives, I see.
No
Do you
subtitles.
want to speak with...
Okay, hold on. Let's stop. How do we get to...
I'm sorry, but Gabriel is allowed. Oh, I mean, he's out. Yeah, if he ever comes back, I'll tell him. You know, you could do better. I know I don't know you.
I want... Menu. Okay, hold on. Let's stop.
Good morning. The phone's been ringing off the hook all morning.
Okay, stop that. Let's go back. Let's restart. At least there's voices, but I want the intro. Because I think the intro is important because he has a dream. I have a dream. Gabriel has a dream that is sort of the... You saw how he came out like all groggy there. And also, we need subtitles. Why can't I get subtitles? Okay, I'm gonna look up something real quick here. Control F5 is what I want. Control F5. There we go. So we need options. Let's see. Key maps. No option for subtitles. I want subtitles because I thought there were subtitles like over the characters' heads. How do I get subtitles on this? Oh well. Let's resume. Maybe once they finish their initial dialogue, maybe then I can get to the menu and find a menu within the game for subtitles. But for now, let's look at the intro, get the story. The audio is very faint there compared to the menu audio. And that's Gabriel waking up. So that was his dream. Very symbolic, I'm sure. Okay, we don't need the credits. All right, day one. We've seen this part.
Mm-hmm. I bet. Just a minute. It lives, I see. Do you want to speak with Lolita? I'm sorry, but Gabriel is allowed. Oh, I mean, he's out. Yeah, if he ever comes back, I'll tell him. You know, you could do better. I know I don't know you, but
Rude.
you could do better. Sure. Bye-bye. Good morning. The phone's been ringing off the hook all morning. Let me know when you want your messages.
Yeah,
Gee, you're lively. Did you have another nightmare last night?
sort of.
Mm-hmm. I told you it's that voodoo book you're researching. That stuff can seriously screw up your karma.
I'm sure that's it. Maybe I should write a horror novel on passive resistance instead.
So don't sleep. It's your body. Anyway, your handheld tape recorder came today.
Really? Great.
Wonder if the voice actor for Gabriel Knight, if he was actually from New Orleans or if he was just kind of putting on an accent.
I can't wait to violate them. For example, if you would just let me...
And I located some local voodoo references for you. Dixieland Drugstore and the Historical Museum of Voodoo. Both are right here in French Quarter.
How would I ever manage without you?
You?
Oh,
Give me a break. The
why is the
devil
capture
himself
not on the
wouldn't
screen?
change
Hold
you.
on. What's
Well,
going
if the devil had great legs, perhaps, like yours.
And a riveting
Capture.
personality, I'm sure.
Sure.
Well, if you need any more research done, just ask. It's not as though we're swamped with customers.
I don't know why the setting for the capture got changed. Let's make sure it gets back up on the screen. Come on, capture.
All medical reference texts are stored on an upper shelf. Real old.
Real old. What's going on here? Window capture? Game capture. Capture specific window. Gabriel Knight. Okay. What is going on here with OBS now? It was on before I just went to the menu here. Was it Shift F5? Control F5. Yeah. So Control F5 brings up the menu. Okay, let's delete game capture. Add a new game capture. Let's change it to capture any full screen application. And let's bring it back up. Come on. Capture specific window. Gabriel Knight. Click OK. Oh, don't make me restart OBS, because then I'll have to restart everything. Okay. Maybe if I do display capture instead. Okay, so it'll capture my full desktop, which not ideal, but meh. There's nothing on there that I need to hide. There. It's not ideal, but hey, it works. Okay, sorry. Technical issues. No, I want subtitles. Why are there no subtitles? This one? Text on. Narrator voice? Narrator text. Play. What do these... This means block? Yeah. Do I have to, like, change that? Oh, no, I can right-click to change.
Got a minute, Grace?
Subtitles. There we go. So yeah, we gotta find out about the voodoo murders that's going on. I assume the highlighted ones are important? Or maybe it's the white ones here that are important.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Voodoo.
I didn't know much of anything about it until you started researching it for your book. Now I know that it's active in the city. There's that shop, a museum. It can clearly be dangerous in the wrong hands. You should be careful investigating it.
Do you know anything else about voodoo?
I've told you all I know.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Just what I read in the paper, same as you.
Okay, I think that's it's implying, hey, read the newspaper.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Well, I've only been here 2 months, but I love it. It's so much more alive than any place I've been. It feels like anything's possible here.
Never been to New Orleans. I've traveled to a fair few places, but never there.
Tell me about yourself, Grace.
Yeah, right, Knight.
I mean it.
Can you
What do you
say that
wanna
more
know?
creepily? It's like, tell me about yourself, Grace. It's like,
How come we haven't gone out yet?
I'm still waiting around for that lobotomy. As soon as I get it, I'll let you know.
oh, you tease.
What do you do after work?
Well, I either go to my oil painting class or my Tai Chi. You know that.
You know, you can go overboard with this improving yourself stuff. You don't want to alienate us mere mortals.
I suppose I should just allow my mind and body to atrophy.
Works for me.
Yeah, same.
How do you like working at St. George's Books?
Well, it's not exactly a huge intellectual challenge. Although the math in your record books could confuse Einstein. Still, I love old books, and it's a nice way to pay the bills while I explore the city for a summer. If you ever pay me, that is.
Oh, that's probably illegal.
How old are you?
Old enough to know about men like you.
Ooh, shots fired.
Just tell me anything at all.
I just got my master's in history and classics. My folks wanted me to go on right away for my PhD, but 18 years of school was enough. I needed a break.
Okay.
Nothing, I guess. Never mind.
Suit yourself.
Do you have
Messages.
messages for me?
Dana called, and Susie left a message about a lawsuit.
Toss 'em.
Okie dokie. There's more when you want 'em.
More
Do you
messages.
have more messages for me?
Your grandmother called.
I keep meaning to get over there. What did she say? Did she sound good?
She sounded great, and we had a nice little chat about you.
Grace.
Don't worry. I didn't go into detail about your cardinal sins. Not that anything about you could surprise her. She adores you anyway.
She's my girl.
But she said to remind you to stop by and go through your father's things.
Okay.
I'm assuming that sound means, hey, go do that.
Do you have more messages for me?
Here's a strange one. You got a call from someone named Wolfgang Ritter? He said he was calling from Germany. He told me it was urgent, maybe you should give him a call.
Call Germany. Like hell. If it's really important, he'll call back.
Well, fine. Let's just hope he's not with the German lottery for pitiful American authors.
Oof, more shots fired.
Do you have more messages for me?
Your friend Detective Mosley called. Talkative, isn't he?
Especially with you. What do you want?
He left an interesting message. He told me to tell you that his mother's maiden name is Humphrey. Oh, that's Humphrey.
Fascinating.
And that he left some
Jesus,
photos for
that's
you at the
creepy.
station, at the front desk.
It's about time.
Gabriel, those photos wouldn't have anything to do with the voodoo murders, would they?
Now, why would you say something like that?
Because I know you. You're getting privileged information, aren't you? Did you tell him you'd put him in your new voodoo book?
A writer has certain obligation to his readers, you know.
Gabriel, you know you'll never put him in your book. Your main character is a female orthodontist. You're gonna be reincarnated as a pit bull if you keep screwing with your karma.
As long as it's a male pit bull with a really big...
That's enough. Thanks. Anyway, that's all the messages. Thank God.
I wonder what it means when some are blue, some are red or pink. What
Do you
call
have
it?
more messages for me?
I've given everything to you.
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
I can't
Oh.
think of anything.
Okay.
Okay, so once I figure out something to ask her to research, it'll be there. So these look like they are different than everything else around.
I'm going to take the tweezers for a bit.
Good. You're beginning to look a little scruffy.
Just trying to make you feel at home. Mind if I borrow the magnifying glass?
No, Sherlock. Just bring it back when we get the next estate shipment.
No problem.
I guess that tone means something story related?
Times Picayune, dated June 18, 1993.
That is a slow reader.
The front page has an article about the voodoo murders. The article says that the victims are all identified as members of the underworld. The general public of New Orleans is in no danger. Police claim the so-called voodoo trappings found at the crime scenes are fake, a scare tactic, and that the murders are not associated with any genuine practitioners. Gabriel also scans the Aquarius horoscope for the day. Potential storms ahead. Proceed with caution, and do not get involved with anything new at this time.
Right.
Okay. What is this thing?
Gabriel wouldn't dare touch Grace's oil banks.
Okay. I don't see anything else here to click on, so we got a couple leads. Let's
Gabriel
take off.
cannot see any.
No, I want to leave. Open.
I'll be back later.
See ya.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. He was walking pretty slow. Is there? Sometimes there's like a walking speed option. Text was a text speed text. I don't know. Oh, this must be save, I assume. Okay, that's my shop. Dixieland Drugstore, she mentioned that. The museum. Jackson Square, Overlook, Napoleon House, police station. Let's go to the police station. Oh. Didn't realize there was a real FMV part to that. Let's talk to Mosley. Which one is talk again? This one.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
Mosley.
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's out at a crime scene. Sorry.
Oh, where?
Where is the crime scene? Is it related to the voodoo murders?
Crime scene information is police confidential. We don't need any more looky-loos than are probably already there.
Come on.
Come on, you can tell me where the crime scene is.
Look, I know the paper's got everybody stirred up about these killings, but that don't make it public information. Back off.
So this
Back
is
off.
a voodoo murder then?
Hey, I didn't say that. You'll read all about it in the papers tomorrow, I'm sure.
About Detective Mosley.
I told you he's not here.
I was supposed to pick up some photos from Detective Mosley at the front desk.
Is that right? And who are you?
My name is Knight. Gabriel Knight.
Yeah, I got something for you, all right. Soon as you're done talking, I'll give it to you.
Well, that wasn't threatening at all.
Tell me about yourself.
Who, me? I'm the Desk Sergeant Frick, why?
Frick?
That's right. You got a problem with that?
Not at all.
Okay, give you the
Here's
papers.
that envelope for you, Gabriel Knight.
Well, thank you, sir. You are so helpful.
Thanks.
Is this my inventory? Yes.
Those two objects would have no effect on each other.
Okay. Oh, read.
The envelope has Gabriel's name written on it, misspelled.
Oh, thanks, Frick. Open.
Gabriel opens the manila envelope and finds 2 photographs. The magnifying... Gabriel can see that just fine without magnification. Gabriel can...
This one?
One of the photos from Mosley is an official Voodoo Murders crime scene shot. A graphic close-up of a victim. Those two are...
Wanna look.
The photograph of Mosley was apparently taken upon his graduation from the police academy. He had hair then.
Okay, so we got a picture of that. So how do I find out where Mosley is? Okay, well, let's go to the drugstore. That was one of the other locations.
Hi.
Uh-huh.
Oh, all right.
Mind if I ask you a few questions?
Ask what you want. I'll answer what I want.
Tell me about yourself.
My name's Willie Walker. I own the place.
Tell me about yourself. How did you get into this kind of business?
Why should I discuss my business with you, man?
Tell me about your... How did you...
Why should I?
Okay.
Can you tell me what you know about voodoo?
This is a novelty shop, monsieur.
Do you think I'm stupid? This is a voodoo shop. Look at all this stuff.
These are novelties, curiosities. If people want to think they're magic, it's not my concern, you know.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
The voodoo murders.
What did you say?
Nothing. Those killings have nothing to do with my shop, monsieur.
What did you mean when you said Cabri sans corps?
I didn't say that.
You did. I heard you say
The
it.
subtitles
You
said
read
you
wrong,
did.
monsieur. I said no such thing.
What do you know about...
Monsieur,
What can you tell me about New York?
I've lived here.
What did you mean?
I did.
You did?
You heard.
Tell me about...
Why should I?
Okay, can I show him this?
Look at the voodoo paraphernalia around the body in the photograph. Are you sure you can't tell me anything about it?
No, I don't know anything about it. Nothing.
Well, this was a bit of a bust. I mean, I got that Cabri Soncourt message, whatever that means. Maybe I can talk to Grace?
Hello, beautiful. It's me.
Oh
Subtle.
boy, party time.
I like her. What does Cabri
Got a
Soncourt
minute,
mean?
Grace?
What's up?
Do you know what Cabri Soncourt means?
No. Sounds French though.
Kind of
Could you do some
Research
research
anything yet?
for me?
Sure. What?
no.
I can't.
Okay.
Okay, let's
There's
see. Nope. The other location was the museum.
I've got some.
See?
Hi. Look around all you want.
Okay, thanks. Could I ask you a few questions?
I wouldn't be much help. You should talk to Dr. John, the owner. He'll be back tomorrow.
I see. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Gabriel can't do a thing with a drummer on the street.
Okay.
The doorway is already open.
Oh, fine. There.
I'll be gone now.
So long.
Okay. St. Louis Cathedral, Jackson Square overlook Napoleon House. Try this.
These binoculars aren't gone. 4 pairs of binoculars are rigorously...
Oh. Saints Go Marching In is playing. Can I turn off that walking speed? Speed. Ah, that's better. What is that? What's a mime? Okay, well, maybe that speed is a little too high. Ah, that's good. So that was the Jackson Square.
Could I ask you a few questions?
Not now, buddy. I'm busy.
I should have noticed that.
Oh, is that Elvis?
Yeah, right.
Homicide team attend.
Attend what?
Could I ask you a few questions?
Not now, buddy. I'm busy.
I should have known.
Oh, hello.
The other park visitors are enjoying.
Ah.
The band is too into the... The other...
What did that say?
The motorcycle cop...
Come on. Speak again.
Anyone seen Joe?
No.
The drummer is busy.
Jeez. Everybody's really busy here.
Interrogating a mine would be an The Cajun van is a little busy for that right now.
Why, you nasty thing, you. I'll call the police, I will.
Do I have to do something with him? Oh, he's following me. Do I have to lead him to the police officer? Will he follow me off screen? Oh, he is following me. Come on. No, bother the cop. Oh, he is.
Hey, cut that out. I told you to stop that. All right, mister. You want some of this?
Elvis is after him.
Gabriel picks up the headset and listens.
Ambulance 911, have you located the crime scene? They've radioed for you 3 times.
Damn! Did you say it was north of the Lake Retreat Country Club?
South. Lakeside Drive north of Piedmont Pier, south of the country club.
Man, I don't know if it's the clouds out here today or what. Good thing this guy's already dead.
Oh,
Everyone's having trouble. Must have been hallucinogens in the coffee this morning.
It's just so misty out here or something. Hey, I see a squad car. Got it, Molly.
Thank God. Have a good one, 911.
Interesting.
Stupid mime. Hey, you! Get away from that bike.
Sorry.
I wasn't doing anything. Okay. So, how do I... Oh, what did she say? Bergen Sea Drive from Burst Royal Street. 2 New Orleans map. Oh, crime scene. Oh, grandmother's house. Here it is. I was wondering why they...
Crime scene
Oh.
team is still at the site. Gabriel parks a bit out of the way and walks over to avoid adding to the general confusion.
Is this Mosley?
Hey, mostly. Huh? Night, you wiener. I told you not to call me that.
Feeling jumpy?
Wiener?
Who, me? Don't be stupid. How'd you find me?
Oh, I was just driving by.
Mm-hmm. Well, for the book. But don't tell anyone I let you see this, huh? It's another one. As you can see, same MO and no frickin' clues. We're still waiting on an ID for the body.
That's disgusting. Isn't this a rather, public area for this kind of thing?
Yeah, they're frickin' ghosts, these guys. Lakeshore Drive isn't exactly the 10 expressway, but it is open to the public. No reports and nothing. Now, who the hell is that?
Hello? Oh, that's the girl from Encanto.
Good day, Miss Getty.
What's going on, officer?
Detective Mosley, ma'am. We've got a little problem here, but nothing for you to be concerned about, Miss Getty.
I see. Thank you, detective. And good day, gentlemen.
Whoa, I'm in love.
that Somalia, get it. She's about as far out of your reach as the moon. Probably on her way to meet some guy with a yacht right now.
Near here?
The lake's a popular place for country clubs.
If she's out here a lot, maybe she saw something or heard something.
Nah, nobody ever sees or hears nothing. I told you. Besides, you just don't go around bothering people like her.
We've about wrapped it up, sir. It's another clean sweep.
Yeah, let's get the meat wagon moving then.
Do you want to leave an officer here, sir?
Nah, just leave the tape up for a few days.
Yes, sir. If you'll excuse us, sir, we'll take him away.
Stick around and take notes for the book if you want. Watch out for the muck in the water moccasins, though. I'll be back at the station. Stop by if you want to go over the case some more.
Thanks.
Pretty accommodating. Unlike Frick. Alright, let's see here.
Gabriel can't take the lines with him that... There seems to be a pattern to the lines in the sand. But if there is a pattern, it's smeared. There's only one small area that's clearly defined. That doesn't work, that. Gabriel can't move the line. There's no one... Out damn the spot. Will these pristine banks ne'er be cleaned again?
Is she quoting, what was that, Hamlet? Or Macbeth?
There seems, but if there is...
Do I have a camera?
The lines in the sand are fairly large. Gabriel is already magnifying the sand. It's extremely big, bloody sand. It's a... Gabriel does not particularly... Gabriel does not particularly... There's no...
Tweezers?
The police have already taken samples of the blood. Mosley will be able to tell Gabriel if there's anything. The police have... The police...
So why is it letting me magnify it? Catchy tune. Okay, now let's go talk to Grandma. Then we'll go back and talk to Mostly.
Gabriel, I'm so glad you stopped by.
Sorry it's been a while, Grandma.
Not at all. Give us a kiss. Now come and sit down. Tell me how you're doing.
Can we talk, Gran?
Of course, my boy. How can I help?
What can you tell me about
Voodoo. Of course, you always were interested in monster movies and all that other weird stuff. You get that from your father and granddad. I don't know anything about it, dear. Of course, it was very big in New Orleans at one time, but you don't hear about it so much these days. Too much else in the world to worry about, I guess.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Oh, Gabriel, nothing. And I don't want to. I sometimes wonder what this world is coming to.
Oh, maybe
Do
she
you
knows
have
what this
any
means.
idea what Caprice en Gare means?
Something without something, I think. My French is so rusty. I swear my mind is going.
It's okay, thanks.
Okay.
Tell me about yourself.
Me? Oh, Surely you have something more interesting to talk about.
Oh, come on, Gran.
All right, dear. What do you want to hear?
Everything.
What do you do all day?
Okay, I might skip through this a little
I
bit.
love to knit and work in my...
You're not.
Oh.
Tell-
I met Harrison at a church revival. Your granddad was sitting right behind me and my girlfriend, and
I'm gonna assume she's not gonna say anything really pertinent, so I'm just gonna skip through some
Tell
of
me
this.
about before.
Well, you know I was born Rebecca Wright. My daddy owned a lot of land outside of town. It was a good childhood, but my father was very strict.
How you feel?
Fit as a fiddle.
Just
I had your father when I was 22. The doctors told me I couldn't have any more after him, so I'm afraid...
oh. Tell me about our family.
Who would you like to hear about? Your granddad?
Oh.
Tell me something about Granddad.
Your granddad immigrated to America. He worked his way through school, met and married me, and we had your father.
Tell me something.
Your granddad supported me and your father with bookkeeping. I'll tell you what, though, he hated every minute of it. Didn't really like bookkeeping one bit. Maybe that was why he had the worst luck with jobs. The nights he'd come home afraid to tell me he'd lost another. And I would tell him. It didn't matter to me. But he felt ashamed, Gabriel.
Tell me something.
Harrison was only 36 when he died. Your father was 8 years old at the time. Your granddad was hit by a streetcar in the business district. Took me nearly a year to believe he was really gone.
I'm sorry, Gran.
I know you are, dear.
Tell me something.
Did you know that your granddad was a poet? He was! I always thought he should have done something with that gift. But he...
Tell me.
I don't know what else.
Tell me about my father.
Your father was my only child. Philip suffered from terrible nightmares, just like your granddad did. They were 2 peas in a pod.
Something to that, perhaps.
Tell me about my father.
When Philip met your mother, it was love at first sight. They were married 2 weeks later.
Oh, Jesus.
Never looked at a girl seriously until then, and he looked at plenty. You have your father's way with women, Gabriel, and your granddad's.
Tell me about my father.
I wanted to just lay down and die when he and your mother were killed in that car crash when you were only 8. It was the thought of taking care of you that kept me going, Gabriel. The police say your father swerved off the road after being frightened by something. Perhaps a deer in the road or a wild cat.
So they were both 8 years old when their parents died. Interesting.
Tell me about my father.
Your granddad wanted Philip to have a normal life. He was obsessed by that thought. He pushed Philip to go to law school. Philip was driven to art. He painted almost in a daze. He would get so inside himself when he worked.
Tell me about...
He always hated it that it was Margaret's money that supported the 3 of you when his painting couldn't. I kept telling him, try something more cheerful, like a landscape or 2. But he couldn't do it. His work was just too dark and disturbing for the public, you know.
Tell me...
I don't know.
Tell me about my...
Your mother was Margaret Templeton when your father met her. She came from a very wealthy Creole family in New Orleans. She was beautiful and reckless. She was madly in love with your father, of course, but I also think she liked defying her family. Since you're so interested in family history these days, why don't you go by St. Louis Cemetery No. 1 and visit the family tomb? It would be a sweet gesture.
Maybe I will.
Well, it gave us the sound, so that means we gotta do that.
Tell me about...
Your mother's family refused to give her money after the marriage. All she had left was a modest trust fund from a great aunt, who happened to like Philip. The remainder of your mother's trust fund became yours when she died. That's what you used to open your...
You know, you get prettier every time I see you.
Oh, you.
That's what he said. She's my girl. Okay, so let's take off. I guess all we got from... Wait, no. She had something from it. She said to go through the father's things. Right?
How you been?
Just fine, dear. I'm
Yeah.
sorry I bothered.
Don't be silly. You can call.
Do I go up?
I'm going to go up to that.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. What do we got? This?
I think I'd take Daddy's sketchbook with me. There's nothing I want in there.
Gabriel doesn't want to take the clock.
It looks pretty.
The lid is blocked by the clock.
This.
The trunk does.
I don't think there's anything in that trunk that would interest anybody but my gran.
Then why did we get the option to open it?
The trunk contains some old clothes,
Aren't those called lederhosen?
serious hiking boots, more of Harrison Knight German book,
Just what I need.
and a bundle of letters. Love letters between Harrison and Rebecca.
That's it.
It looks... Anybody? 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 Guess not.
Okay.
Images haunt the pages of Philip Knight's sketchbook, the way they must have haunted his mind. The images touch a deep chord in Gabriel. So familiar are they that he finds it hard to believe they aren't from his own subconscious.
Yeah, there was that cat in the nightmare Gabriel had.
Images haunt the
Turn the page.
images.
I guess I can't turn the pages. Okay. Guess that's it for the attic. Alright. See ya.
Well, Gran, I better get going.
All right, dear.
I guess go see Mosley? Oh. Oh, the cemetery is there now. Yeah, let's go there. No. What is this? Oh my god, why did I write that down?
The marks are reddish in color and reminds Gabriel of crosses. They look like they've been here a few days at least.
God. Gabriel needs to get a camera or a cell phone or something.
Near the Laveau tomb is a piece of red brick. Undoubtedly a...
Take that. Okay, I guess that guy is done for the day.
No thanks. These would seriously clash.
The tomb is... This is the tomb of Marilla. Odd-looking marks are done. This old...
There's probably no one left in the family.
It's an imposing marble tomb. New Orleans is famous for its above. Gabriel doesn't see a stone angel.
So am I supposed to be able to see my family too?
New Orleans is the name.
Ah.
The Wright family tomb. There's no the marble. It's rather
Hi. I'm Rebecca.
much as when they were.
Nothing here. Oh, and he's gone again. Okay, so looks like there's going to be an ad. 3-minute ad starting in like 30 seconds. So I will, once that starts, I'm going to take a little break. Let's talk to this guy quickly before I go.
Hello there. Got a sec? But you mind if I pick? Go ahead.
Gabriel
Do
Saint-Hor.
you have any idea what Gabriel Saint-Hor means?
No, can't say that I do.
Okay. Ad is starting. I'm going to go on break here, and we'll pick it up when it's back.
The guide said to kick. That was the same kick. No. Why am I on the ground again? I wasn't just a second ago. What is happening? Kick. Oh, he punched my foot and I fell again. What? I used to be an adventurer, but then I took an arrow to the knee.
Is it a fake out?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I won't play this game anymore. Fuck yourself. This is
No. Try not to die. Jump. Okay, whenever.
Oh my God.
I was jumping. I was jumping. Oh, no.
Are you gonna be able to get him up?
It's a test loop. Oh no. As soon as I grab it from air.
Jump.
I have no health. It won't let me. Just let me die. Okay. At least I'll get some health. I think that led too high. That's a spot.
Oh, Jesus
No.
Christ. Third rock. Oh, yeah, just kill yourself.
Alright.
In the game.
That's amazing.
That obeys all the laws of physics.
I was sliding. Man. Yeah, press crouch while running to slide. I was doing that. The puns. Third time I've
Cool. I just broke my headset. Jesus Christ.
Okay, and we're back. Everything is back up and running. Okay, that's restore the game. All right. So, he doesn't know what Cabri Sanko means.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
They say it was part of an old religion. From
Also got a
Africa,
snack.
brought here by slaves.
Sleeves.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
I don't really care to talk.
Okay.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Ain't it just awful, them finding those bodies with voodoo things around them? I don't think there's any real voodoo going on. Somebody's trying to cover their tracks is all.
What do you know?
I told you.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Seems like everybody want to visit New Orleans at least once in their lives. And they love the cemetery too. I see tourists in here every day of the year.
Cemetery tours. Can't say it's on my to-do list.
What can you...
There's lots of things to see here, but none are as beautiful as the St. Louis Cemetery #1.
What's up, babe? My cat's clawing at my chair.
What can you...
Hey, if you want to know more,
tell me about...
My name is Toussaint Gervais. I'm the
Gervais
at St. Louis #1.
What exactly do you do here?
Oh, I keep the place tidy, cause, but a big part of my job, too, is looking out for the grievers, you know. People come to pay their respects, and they need looking out for. Sometimes they so grief-bound, they don't know what they doing.
Tell me about you.
That's about all.
Tell me something about St. Louis Cemetery #1.
You know why?
Why does he talk like that?
Tombs not in the ground, don't you? The water table's too high. Them coffins would float right out of their graves. Them dead would go floating right down into the water. Course, if it were Mardi Gras, nobody'd even notice.
Tell me something about...
It's a historical place. People buried in here from the Civil War, and back further, too. Take a look around, you'll see.
Tell me...
Just look around.
Okay. Well... Can I go further than this other screen? Apparently not. Well, I don't see anything else to do here. At least nothing obvious. So let's go see Mosley. Ugh. Frick.
Hey, nice precinct.
Think so? That's peachy. That means more to me than you could know. Hey, it's a beignet guy.
Great, I'm starved.
Something happening? Oh.
stay put, you. Hey, grab me 3, would ya?
Sure.
I hope there was a point to this.
Thanks.
Got a second, officer?
What can I do you for?
I'm here to see Detective Mosley.
He's in his office.
Thank you. This one? He likes yellow,
Mostly,
apparently.
Man. It's you, God help me.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Do you have any idea what Caprice encore means?
Hell no. Is that French? My mother spoke it, but I always had a hard enough time just speaking English.
True enough. What can you tell?
There's voodoo that goes on in this city. I looked into it a bit, but the voodoo stuff found at the crime scenes is all faked. It doesn't have anything to do with the real stuff. I know. I asked some experts. It's intimidation tactics, that's all.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Lots. Can you be more specific?
Do you know anything about the killers?
At least 20 people attend the killings. We know this from the variety of footprints found at the scene.
Footprints? Aren't those as good as fingerprints?
Can be, but we'd have to have a suspect in custody first, and the suspect would have to match one of the few distinct prints we have. Most of the footprints are smudged, trodden over, unreadable. These guys are so casual in their expertise, it's maddening. Like they know we'll never find them.
How many murders have there been so far?
7 murders have so far been linked to the Voodoo Murders case. Now, the first murder occurred about 8 weeks ago. The M.O. was the same in each murder. Lake Pontchartrain was the 7th.
What kind of evidence have you found?
No fingerprints, a few bare footprints. Found a few fibers, but not many. The weirdest one was leopard fur.
Leopard fur? Describe the crime scenes.
Well, there's the corpse itself, minus the heart. Around where the body was killed, we find marks and flour and blood. There are traces of wax from candles, red and black. Ordinary wax candles, so the lab reports. Also blood and feathers of chickens. Also goat's blood. And plenty of the victim's own, of course.
What's the coroner say?
The victim's heart is always ripped out of the chest and missing. We haven't located a single one of them.
Lovely. Any idea what they do with them?
Don't even want to know. Also, the coroner says some of the victims had heart attacks before the incision. Literally scared to death. The knife wounds are consistent with a long, narrow, wavy-edged knife. Probably a ritualistic dagger.
Any witnesses?
Nope. There's never been a single witness. No one's even heard a disturbance. It's damned weird. Like they just don't want people to see, and so nobody sees nothing.
Know anything about the victims?
The victims are all out-of-towners. We still don't know why.
Oh, nothing, never mind.
Sure. Didn't get a whole lot out of that.
Tell me about you.
For the... Sure. Okay.
How'd you like work?
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
What are your plans?
Well, you...
I'm sure it's...
Yeah.
Probably not going to be anything relevant in here.
Got any hobbies?
Yeah.
I'm serious.
No, I'm a freaking ball. Yeah, I was #1 at the Louisiana State Fair Marksman Contest. You know, put your...
How's your...
Oh, real funny night. Why don't you just bring... Well, you know Annie left me.
Right. Just
Remember how we used to play monkey in the middle? We used to piss off. You'd and we.
Yep. Oh, no.
It's your.
What's the
studies.
status on the Voodoo murders case?
It's going. Can't seem to make any progress, though. Sluggish damn case. It's weird.
What's the status?
You're...
How about getting me some
Coffee?
Should that surprise?
Nah, you've always been a caffeine addict.
So, I'm
It's your stomach.
that long?
FBI, open up!
No, this isn't the FBI. This is the New Orleans police.
Don't touch anything while I'm gone.
So obviously I'm gonna. Let's operate the computer.
There is nothing to
Let's open a drawer.
Not me.
There's no reason to go to the...
Okay.
Here.
Gotta be something
Thanks.
here we need.
Can I ask you? I got those photographs you left for me.
Really? Great. What'd you think?
Astonishingly lifelike.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Got any more ideas for photos for the book?
A cop author photo might be nice.
You and...
Why not? Of course, you'll have to try to tone down your masculinity.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Franks, come here a minute, would you? Bring your camera.
Now why is this important? Oh, hello.
What did you need, Detective Mosley?
We need a picture, please. And make it a good one, huh, sweetheart?
Sure, sweetheart.
Yeah, you can't call people sweetheart in the workplace.
Say, chintzy.
Was there anything else, Knight?
Why are we focused on these pictures?
Let's take another one.
Christ. Okay. One more. Franks?
Ready? Smile.
Okay. Anything else?
How about one of me and Officer Franks?
Gee, I don't know. Franks? Just kidding, Franks. You want to get me fired for sexual harassment, Knight?
Well...
Yeah, ha. Now, is there anything else, or can I let this lady go back to her desk?
Hold on a sec while I go check my hair.
Good God, Knight, make it fast.
I'm confused.
Gabriel can see that it's...
I have a feeling that we have to do something with this that we don't have yet.
Would you just get in here? Hurry up.
Okay.
Thanks, hon. Let me know.
Yeah.
Can I ask...
And I'm just getting the last pattern.
Do you know anything about the patterns around the bodies?
Yeah, weird, huh? All 7 victims had those little marks around them. We got all the marks on file, but we haven't figured out what, if anything, they mean.
Can I see the other 6 patterns?
Sure. People like that kind of stuff, don't they? Might make the book seem more mysterious. Go talk to Officer Franks. Tell her I said you could see the file.
Have you ever called the hair club for men?
I'd rather have no hair than your hair, Knight.
Okay. Guess that's it. So we get to go talk to Hottie Cop. Franks. Hello.
Excuse me, officer.
Yes?
Can you get a file for me?
What file would that be?
The Voodoo Murders file? Detective Mosley said I could see it.
Really? Well, if he said so. There it is. You can look at it all you want, but don't leave this area with it, okay? And no photocopies either, I'm afraid.
Of course. I understand completely.
Now I see.
The police file contains partial patterns from the first 6 voodoo murders.
Okay. Let's take this, put it on the desk.
I'm done.
Yeah.
A plan is forming.
Can I got those.
So you said. Let's...
I don't...
Really? Franks, come back in here with that camera.
Now what, sir?
That clown wants another picture. You don't mind, do you?
Of course not. What else could I possibly have to do?
Yeah, cops are never busy.
Anything else, Knight?
I need to go fix my hair.
Hold on a sec. Let me see that file again. Just want to check this machine here.
Very subtle. Nobody would suspect a thing. All right.
The door worked.
Would you just get in? Hurry.
Okay, so I think I'm done here.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Although I kind of feel like I have to do something else here when I asked him to go get a coffee. But that might be later. So yeah.
The suit.
I'll let you get back to it.
Have a good one.
Now, maybe we have enough to get Grace to do some research on now. Or can I go back here and compare the paper.
Using that on the two.
Nope. I already clicked exit. Go. Did I go here? I don't think I did. I don't think there's a reason to, but why not?
Could I ask you a few questions?
Sure. I'm not too busy at the moment.
Does the phrase Cabri sans corps mean anything to you?
You know what goes in it?
I don't think it's
Oh.
Tell me about
A good bartender listens to other people.
Tell me
Nah.
What can you tell me about your
This crowd, the ones you see, are mostly regulars. That guy and girl in the corner come here a lot. In other words,
what can you
see those old guys at the chess table? That's Sam. Sam, the one with the purple jacket. It's not that he's a bad player. I've seen him.
Tell me about the street.
I like music as much as the next guy, but they get pretty monotonous sometimes. Like that drummer right outside. They say there's been I like drums, but it sounds like the same thing over and over.
Sounds like my Tell me about the street.
Don't know what else it could.
That didn't reveal a lot. You?
Can I ask you some?
I'm here to relax.
Right.
You?
Excuse me. I hate to.
But game! This isn't a game! It's a slaughter!
He's right, you know, so let me die in peace, would you?
Wow, their voices are very low.
Can I ask you some questions?
I'm trying to be with my...
Far be it from me to stand in the...
Hello.
Can I ask you some questions?
Sure. You want to know my son?
On second thought, I don't think you could help. Forget it.
Okay. Not much happening there, so let's try the bookshop.
Hey, Grace. Here I am.
Oh, joy.
Now, what are your other 3 wishes?
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure. What?
Could you see what you can find out about a woman named Malia Getty?
The name Getty sounds familiar. What's your interest in her?
Oh, just, stuff about the voodoo murders. If you could get an address...
They're murders. Right. I'll see what I can find out. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.
Okay.
Any
Do you have
messages?
messages for me?
Nope.
Are you sure you don't know?
I told you. Well, it's about closing time.
So it is. Good
Oh,
night, Gracie.
okay. End of day 1.
Good night, Gabriel. And try not to dream, okay?
Wow. That sounded somewhat aggressive. Same dream. Or similar dream. No, identical dream. Snake around the throat. Gabriel hanging from the tree, and he wakes up. Day 2. Okay. A mask I wore as I approached. I was what I am not. And though the pattern was unclear, its meaning could be bought. Okay.
Good morning. Don't you look swell today? Actually, swollen.
Oh.
So have some. There's a fresh pot on the table. Seriously, you look like hell. Your hair is sticking straight up like a... Oh, it always does that. Never mind.
Ha ha.
Did you dream about the fire and the hang guy and that lion thing last night?
Leopard, not lion. Did you get anything on Malia Getty?
Well, I did get her address, but you're a little out of your league here, big fella. The Gettys own 3 local hospitals, just to name a few of their assets. They run in very high circles.
Did you get an address?
I got the address. I suppose this has nothing to do with the fact that Malia Getty is incredibly gorgeous. I should have known you wouldn't go for a rich, ugly socialite.
And that address is...
Hey! Far be it from me to postpone your total humiliation. It's 557 West England. That's a garden district, a state city.
That's all I wanted to know. And yes, my dear, Malia Getty is the most dangerous-looking diversion I've ever seen. Ouch!
Oy, men.
And let's see what today's paper says.
Times Peter Hume, dated June 19, 1993.
It's a weird way to say that.
The article describes the most recent of the voodoo murders. Gabriel scans it but learns nothing new. The article reiterates that the voodoo aspect of the crimes is fake. Gabriel shivers. It looked real enough to him. Elsewhere, there's an article about the history of Jackson Square, called La Plaza d'Armas. Under French rule, it was used for executions, firing squads, hanging, even impalement and breaking on the wheel. Yikes! Of course, these days it's mostly a hangout for tourists, street musicians and local artists. Gabriel also scans the Aquarius horoscope for the day. Chances of a dark star rising on this day. Do not trust your instincts.
I feel a dark star rising, all right.
Okay. Anything new from Grace?
Got a minute? Do you have messages for me?
Nope. None right now.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't?
I told...
Well, why didn't you research what that meant? God. Oh, can I show her the things I have?
Hey, you want to see something really cool?
That's disgusting. That's really horrible.
I know. Great, isn't it?
God, somebody ought to lock you up.
Wow. Really cool.
Do you know anything about this?
It's your friend Mosley. Why?
Oh, no reason. Do you know anything about this?
They're called tweezers. You know, you should get out more.
Do you know anything?
What, the magnifying glass? It makes things look big. Out to impress a girl, are you?
I hope you're insulting the size of my brain.
That goes without saying.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Oh, I should show the notebook to Gran.
Do you know anything about this?
No.
How about brick to the head?
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry.
Okay, well, thanks, Grace. You are a fat load of no help.
I've got...
See?
Okay, well, before we go to there, I want to go back to Gran's. I'll show her that notebook.
It's my...
You own...
Make you...
Does this mean anything to you, Gran?
I believe that was your father's, Gabriel. You keep it.
Okay, that did nothing.
Does this mean...
Sorry.
Yeah.
Gabriel doesn't want...
Good.
Does this mean...
Sorry.
Does this mean...
Sorry.
Okay, thanks, Gran.
Well...
Gabriel can't... This door... This... Gabriel can't get... This door...
Oh my god, how do you...
There's no one outside the...
Walk to the door.
The knocker is firm.
Use the knocker.
I'm doing the best I can.
Jesus.
May I help you? I'd like to see Malia Getty, please. I'm sorry, but unless you have an appointment or official business, I cannot announce you. I do have official business. Really? Please tell me the nature of your business.
I'm a police officer.
Does this do anything for you? No, it does not, sir. Does this do... No.
How about a brick to the head?
Does this... No. Does...
Not looking good.
Does this... No.
Okay. Goodbye. So I gotta find a way to make him think I'm on official business. Ooh, that other guy. Yeah, this one. He's supposed to be back today.
Welcome, my friend.
Hello.
I am the proprietor, Dr. John. If you have any questions, I will be happy to assist.
Great. My name is Knight, and I'll probably take you up on that. Could I ask...
That.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Historical voodoo? Or the voodoo currently practiced in the city?
That sounds like...
What can you tell me about voodoo?
Historical voodoo? Or the voodoo currently practiced in the city?
That almost sounds like... Oh, what's his name? Michael Dorn, I believe? Played Worf in Star Trek The Next Generation.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
The killings in the newspaper? I know that they have nothing to do with true voodoo in New Orleans.
Wonder if that's him.
What makes you think the voodoo murders aren't being done by local practitioners?
Voodoo is a popular boogeyman, Mr. Knight, especially in New Orleans. Anyone can pretend to use it, just as anyone can pretend to be a black belt in karate, and for the same reason, to intimidate. I know voodoo in this city, Mr. Knight, and believe me, it is not about killing. Even the police have stated that the killings have nothing to do with local voodoo.
Do you have any idea what Capri Saint-Gar means?
I fear my French is not all it should be, Mr. Knight.
Tell me about yourself.
Me?
Yes.
What did...
Why did you open a voodoo museum?
The subject has fascinated me all my life, and I wanted to help preserve the cultural heritage it represents.
What kind of background in voodoo do you have?
Let us say that I cut my teeth on it, Mr. Knight. It is in my blood.
Do you do anything besides run the museum?
No. The museum does not make me a rich man, but my material needs are simple. I prefer to focus on my one true interest in life.
Tap dance.
What are your own religious beliefs?
My beliefs are too personal and too complex to discuss with a layman, Mr. Knight.
Did you just call me an idiot?
Just tell me anything.
I am originally from the West Indies myself, you know.
Really? What brought you to New Orleans?
I was drawn here for personal reasons.
Actually,
Dead.
Okay,
tell me about...
Very well. I will start
Oh,
with
no.
the beginning, Mr. Knight, and will go on from there at your prompting.
Sounds good.
As you may know, in other words, prior to the...
So, how...
After the Louisiana Purchase, around the same time, a slave shop... They brought...
Tell me more about his...
By 1817, the voodoo activities were beginning to cause fear among the white slaveholders. An ordinance was passed to forbid slavery. The time was Sunday afternoons and the place, Congo Square. The slaves and free people of color gathered to dance simulations of their voodoo dances right in sight of Creole society. Of course, they also continued to meet in...
Tell me more about...
There were a variety of kings and queens at first. Voodoo priests and priestesses. This was a voodoo queen named Marie Laveau. Marie Laveau ruled voodoo in New Orleans for many years.
That crypt in the cemetery with the symbols on the side, that's Marie Laveau.
Tell me more about...
I've given you as much
Tell me...
Many people think of voodoo. Voodoo, the religion, has a strong following in New Orleans. There are several voodoo churches, African American. I, personally, am one. Some of the new movements are copying Haitian.
Tell me more.
There are many voodooians in New Orleans. Perhaps you would like to meet a voodooian. We refer those who seek a deeper experience with voodoo to a local practitioner.
Sure.
She lives on the corner of Orleans and Dauphine.
Great.
Nice.
Tell me...
You have tapped.
Hoodoo.
What exactly is hoodoo?
Hoodoo refers to magic folk traditions of the South. Hoodoo is a bastard of voodoo. Many of the Grigri are similar, but hoodoo does not have the religious aspects of voodoo.
Is there anything else?
Not if you're interested. Hoodoo is of interest to those who study rural folk traditions. Not if you're...
Okay. Got a couple places to go from there. Do you know these?
Do these marks look familiar?
They look like the scribbling of a child to me.
Okay, thanks.
What about this?
Could you look at this and tell me if you recognize anything about the ritual?
This is truly offensive. This is from one of those recent killings, is it not?
Well, actually...
But the police already know that this so-called voodoo ritual is fake. Voodoo is a respectable religion. This kind of thing has nothing to do with voodoo in this city.
Fine. Let's say that's true. Are you sure there's nothing about the items in this photo?
There is nothing about this sickness that I would identify as voodoo. Nothing.
Thanks for looking then.
This.
Does this mean...
I cannot say.
Okay. Well, got a new place to go from him.
Goodbye, Dr. John.
Come back again.
Moonbeam Residence.
Welcome, Seeker. You must be the one Dr. John called me about.
I guess so. My name is...
Wait? Gabriel Knight?
You're too quick for me.
Okay. Oh, I have 45 out of 342 points. I'm going to save here. You save. Slot 2. Wait, what was that other one? It said to the crime scene. Oh, must be not autosave. That one's called Moonbeam. Okay. So yeah, I'll call it quits there. It's already like almost, it's just after 10 to 2 a.m. my time. Oh, as you can see right here. So call her quits there for now, and I'll pick this up another time. I don't get to stream as much as I would like to these days because I now have a roommate staying with me, so I can only stream like this when that person is not around. So I have started to try to stream regardless of if that person is here, but I can't be on camera with the microphone going. So I've started doing quiet streams where it's just the game footage, no camera, mic. So anyways, thank you very much for anyone who stopped by. Really excited to get into Gabriel Knight and finally try and finish it. Maybe close a chapter on a book that I started when I was probably 10 years old, which was longer ago than I would care to admit. So, thank you, and have yourselves a good night.